Hi, Scorpio. Let's get you a roll here. So we're going to look at June. This may resonate whenever you watch this. First card up is time to get out of a situation with the Pail. Okay, so there's a man here. There's a masculine energy in the vibe. So we've got egg. Okay, so I feel like something feels up in the air, especially when it comes to time to get out of a situation. It looks like you're about to end something. You may not know the details about that is what I'm getting, but it's kind of feeling that you are set up for success here. This is going to work out for you. It just could feel maybe you don't know all the answers just yet. Know that there is success here. Now, there's a masculine, so we'll see what this is about. There's going to be success here if you are dealing with a masculine person, and this may also be you, okay? You could be the masculine person, but you have someone coming in that you're going to have victory with. There's going to actually be, I'm hearing a settlement. Interesting. That could actually be like you're receiving a financial settlement for something, but I'm seeing that things are going to settle. There's going to be stability. I'm seeing a home here. Wow. Okay. So big time stability is coming in June. So that could be why, this could be what you're wondering about too. Like, is this going to work out? Yes. Something's working out in the month specifically. Okay. So we've got 9, 5, Venus, Libra, North Node, and Aries. Wow. So we're on that Aries and Libra axis here. Lots of love-making energy is here as well. There's like a lusty vibe coming in. You're going to be experiencing that. I'm also getting the energy of children. So there could be a desire to handle your children in a different way, or even to bring children into existence for those of you that is a thing. That's not everybody, right? But I see that here. I'm also getting that you will be creating a lot of aesthetically pleasing things. So I feel like you're going to have a focus on this in the month. You're going to be focused on maybe something that just looks nice, feels nice. It has a vibe to it. You're into that. You're making things look beautiful, attractive. Maybe you're just sprucing yourself up. But I see like artsy energy, creativity is really high. Fertility is very high here as well. I see that things are growing. There's love here. It's a beautiful energy. So now we've got this. Yeah, see, because this is about expansion. Things are going to expand. See, and so you got this rune here too. This makes me feel like the part of the problem could be, especially for you, that you're just not sure about something. That's what this is. It kind of feels like, I don't know, is it going to work out? That type of thing. So let's go ahead and see who and what's coming in, and I'm pretty sure this will come up because it kind of feels like it's a prominent energy. Okay, so Knight of Cups. Who's coming in towards Scorpio in the month? Or whenever you watch this, babe. Well. All right, so news. There's news coming in. Yeah, a settlement. Looks like you're about to settle with someone. Something is settled. It's calm again. There's a calm coming in from calamity. I'm seeing the person that's coming in has something that they want to give you. You guys have an offer here to make it official, to make something legal. Some of you guys, there's a proposal coming in. Either you're involved or it's going to be happening around you and you're going to know about it. I see very big time proposal energy, or something is becoming more legal. It's moving to the next level of things because there's a new opportunity here that this person is referring to, very strongly so. Okay, so I do see that. We do have Libra again. There's a little bit of Virgo as well. So why is this person coming in though? Okay, because of Temperance and the Hierophant. Yep, 3 of Cups. Wow. That's pretty much a relationship, Scorpio. You've got someone who's going from solo to working as a team. There's a collaboration. There's a friendship. There's a romantic situation that's going to the next level. You have that very strongly in your energy. I feel like, too, there is fertility here. Again, something is coming to fruition in that way. If that's you, there you go. It's right there. It's big time right there. It's like dealing with new energy, how to incorporate this in your day-to-day life. I feel like things are becoming more healthy, health conscious, beautiful, attractive, all kinds of things in the month. So know that in the month you will be having great new opportunities. It's a fresh energy. So it's fresh. I'm getting like a crispy kind of smell. So maybe, what does that even mean? I mean, like something fresh, clean, clear, some kind of maybe hypoallergenic kind of things here. Maybe that's what you're switching to when you wash your clothes, you know, something that's unscented, for example. Something just feels really nice. Others of you, you like that fresh smell. Personally, not a fan, but I see that here. So here you have Temperance in the Hierophant. Let me see where Scorpio is. Okay, so this is, wow, you look like you're in a mood in the month. There's something that you are feeling very strongly about. You don't want to change because somebody wants you to. So this does look like you're protecting a sense of freedom. You could have an anticipatory energy about someone coming in and you concerned about your freedom and what that looks like. So there's something here that kind of feels sketchy to you. Let me see what this is. What is that for Scorpio? You may feel like you're being attacked, or there's possibility for that. There's potential for that. You're defending yourself. You're defending your sovereignty. You're going to have to give up something is what this feels like. Yeah, you may not like that. There's some news here as well. Again, something about mother. Mother energy is here strongly, but it feels like you're having to give up some sort of freedom that you've been experiencing, and you may not like that change that's coming in. You could have your feathers ruffled about it. You don't like that. There's something here that you're like, I don't know. Okay. So there's someone here coming in as well. What is this person doing? Okay, there's like a Taurus, Libra, possibly Scorpio, Earth energy. Okay, wow. What the heck is going on here? Okay, Five of Swords. Yeah, there's someone that's pissing you off, Scorpio. There's a person that is coming in that's pissing you off. You are a little bit defensive here. You are in a mood. So there could be just a very frustrating person. You're just like, please stop. No, don't, basically. But it can escalate. I do see escalation. Something's going to escalate. If you are dealing with a company, you're going to escalate something. Okay, maybe somebody needs to be reported, like you're reporting someone that they're not doing their job right or well or being kind. So there's someone who's just like rude, abrasive. You don't like it. I'm seeing that somebody shaves their arms. Okay, I'm seeing like prickly hair on somebody's arms. This may be a message for someone. Five of Swords. Yeah. So, okay, Scorpio. Where's Scorpio? Right here. Okay. Well, okay. Interesting. So this choice and this decision that's coming in is going to last a very long time. And there's consequences to that. Sometimes they're good and sometimes they may not be so much. But this is what you're considering, how things are going to change moving forward. What is this here? I was getting another message. I feel like you're looking to see if someone repeats a mistake. And it's not even a mistake at that point. It's like someone's doing this on purpose. That's what this looks. Let me see what's got you feeling this way. Because you have someone here who wants like a full-blown relationship with you, but you're not feeling something. What is vehemently opposed to? Okay, Three of Swords. Yeah, because you're concerned that someone won't even let you heal. Like this would be that you can't forget what went down and you don't even have a chance to come up for air. You feel like you're being drowned over and over again, and like you barely have time to catch your breath and then you're down again. Something feels like this because of something that you're trying to heal. So this is like physical healing, emotional healing, probably both is what I'm getting. A lot is on your mind here as well. And there's a massive, I'm hearing masculine, a massive shift coming in. And you're kind of in your head about this. Because you may not feel ready, Scorpio. This is like, man, I'm not ready for this, or it's coming too soon. Like, what is this? Yeah. Because you're feeling like encroached upon. Like people are in your business. They're kind of, what is that about? Okay. Yeah. There's someone here that you're going to cut off, Scorpio. You're thinking about it. You're thinking about whether or not you should communicate with this person any longer. Tell me who this is. There's lots of air energy here. So it could be an air sign, but it's really referring to communication. Okay, we've got, wow, someone who really cares for you, actually. Okay, this is someone who you guys have a very strong connection to that you're considering not talking to anymore because you feel that they're in your space or they're not respecting boundaries when you're trying to heal. There's a person who's pushing up against your boundaries or testing you. It's like, don't try me today kind of thing. So there's someone here. Let's talk about this person really quick before we get to this one, because I see another individual that seems pretty calm, or they appear this way. if this is the same individual that you're having I'm hearing qualms and triggers with, if you're having these concerns with this person, you're the one who's getting your panties in a bunch about it. I feel like this is someone who's not really affected. And maybe that's not fair as well. Because, like, why are you so calm here? And I have to, whatever you're going through, Scorpio. Yeah, it kind of feels like injustice to me. Something feels like it's not just. Yeah. What is this person right here? Okay. See, because somebody's actually trying to participate with you. Yeah. Looks like an earth sign here. You know, okay, so I just dropped another card. I got strong Pisces, a little bit of Sagittarius, pretty strong Virgo, could be Capricorn, Taurus as well. There's someone who's actually trying to level this out with you. There's something that they have done or you have experience with this person already that you feel a way about. Like you feel really opposed to this person. This is the type of energy that if this is somebody who comes in at the wrong time or says the wrong thing, does the wrong thing, it like all hell's breaking loose. That's what it feels like because you're already ruffled to this person or you have a sensitivity with this person, Scorpio. Why is that? Let's see why. Well, because they're telling you that they're trying to start fresh, you know, like, okay, I'm going to fix it. You know, we'll both handle this problem. We're both going to come out on top. But this is like a person that you feel kind of does things or they say things more than they do them. And they could also do things. Yeah, the devil. They are doing things that piss you off. They could say things that piss you off and then they play dumb or they play naive or they're trying to like take you for dumb and naive. Like someone here, this is what they do that pisses you off. They're like, okay, I'll do it. I'm really trying. They make it look like they're trying. They're attempting to fix things or make it work. You know, I'm involved with you, Scorpio. We're collaborating. We're doing this together. Something like that. But they actually turn on you or they say catty and snarky things, or they just kind of destroy the mood. They destroy the vibe here. So this person likes to play dumb, or they want you to be like in a position that you are taken, I'm hearing taken for granted, okay, but that you're being naive in a situation that somebody can take advantage of you and it's pissing you off here. This is what I see. And so now, yeah, so this person's they've already done a number is what it looks like. What is this right here? The Five of Cups. Yes, in the past. Exactly. The thing is, you need someone to be honest. You need them to be transparent. You need them to talk about what went down in a way that makes sense for you. That it's the energy of, have you ever heard Judge Judy say, if it doesn't make sense, it's usually not true? You ever heard that? There's actually some truth to that. If you notice that somebody's trying to tell you something about what went really down, and they're twisting things up a little bit, or they're telling the story a little bit wrong is what this looks like maybe wrong. They're twisting it. This is like manipulation is what this feels like. Or they're trying to tell you, hey, this is what happened, Scorpio, but it's actually not the truth, or there's something underneath that. And you know this, you're picking up on it, but this is like, stop with that energy. So the person in the reading, you just need them to be transparent and tell the truth about what really happened. There could be some shame attached to this. Someone is ashamed of the truth of what really went down, what really happened. That's why they're trying to twist it or make it look a different way. Okay. What does Scorpio feel about that? I'm hearing expert. Somebody's an expert. Maybe you're an expert at a skill. Maybe you have a talent. You're becoming an expert. You're well versed in something you're doing. You're very good. Wow, you have like an intuition is what this looks like to me. Like the reason that you're good at something you're doing, this is a little side note here, is because you've been doing it like air. It's like the air you breathe. It's very natural to you. And so it's a talent. It's a gift that you have. You have like a connection, a spiritual psychic connection to something. You could even have done something like in the past and you're back to it, or past life energy. Okay. So the person in the reading, again, back to this. You're just waiting for them to do it again. You're just waiting. It's like someone here doesn't realize how perceptive you are, which is like, hello, please take note. Okay. I see all. I have eyes on the back of my head. I see when you're encroaching. It's very subdued or covert type energy, Scorpio, this person. Yeah. So there's Sagittarius, Pisces, strong Pisces here. Someone is very covert. They like to get under your skin. I don't know if they like to, but that's what they're doing. Okay. Maybe it's a question. Do they like doing that? Like, do they do it that often that it looks like they like it? Is what I'm wondering. This is somebody who encroaches on you. They try to find information on you, or they just rub you really the wrong way is what I'm seeing. Scorpio. Let's take a look. I wonder if this deck will be enlightening to us today. Let's see. Okay, so learner. Inquisitive progress. Okay. Yeah, see, and this is what you're saying, boss, farmer. Yeah, what have you done? What have you done in the past? Have you learned from that? Have you grown from that? First of all, I feel like you are advancing in some kind of field here. Something you're doing is going to be successful. Maybe you're just waiting for the harvest, okay, right here with the farmer. You're waiting for something to come through. But Scorpio, you're looking at this person like, look what has happened, and can you actually change your crops out? Like whatever you have already planted, all those seeds, can you rip them up and start something fresh and new that's more beneficial to us? And maybe it's just a bunch of weeds type of energy. Someone here is letting something too much. They're doing too much. They have not done enough at the same time. When they do too much, it's the covert energy. When they are not doing enough, it's like you're not speaking, you're not being present, you're not something like that. Okay. So this is how you feel about it. You're just like, okay, I'm just going to watch and I'm going to see you mess up. Like, I almost feel like you have an expectation of that. Be cautious with that energy, Scorpio. It's not really, it's not a vibe. I mean, we don't want to feel like that. You can do what you want, of course. It's just, setting something up for failure, basically. Like, you already feel like it is. It's like a setup for failure type thing. Let's see the truth to that. What's the actual, okay, so something can heal here. 4 swords. Yep. Healing, more healing. Yeah. Something can actually heal. I just feel like you're apprehensive. You could just be a Scorpio, something happened and you already don't want to experience it again. You're like, I can't do this again. If this is going to happen again, I'm going to jump ship now. If I have any sense that this is going to happen again, I don't want it at all. That's the kind of vibe this is. So know that something can heal, Scorpio. There can be progress. Okay. Let's get back to this person really quick. Okay, yeah. So someone feels like they need to try really hard to get on your good side at this point. They're looking at you like, damn, Scorpio, you're usually friendly. You're usually like, chipper. You're happy. You're usually nice to me. And now it's just this tension is what this looks. Why do they think Scorpio has that? Okay. Someone knows that you're healing. Someone knows that. They know that there's something that you're doing. It's going to take a while. It could even take 6 months. This is 6 weeks, 6 months, possibly 6 days. Someone knows that. They know that you're trying to maintain harmony and balance and that something is healing. And you're only ready to move on when you're ready to move on. This is something that cannot be forced, rushed. Somebody can't pressure you. They know that. So somebody's watching you heal, Scorpio. And that's why maybe there's a lot going on that you're not really fully healed from. And then more things happen because we saw that earlier. It's almost like you won't let me breathe. Yeah, we were talking about, the visual here of being underwater, coming up for air, barely catching your breath, and then being submerged again. It feels like you keep getting covered up or something. How do you see the person in the reading? Okay, yeah. I mean, somebody's been real stingy with you. Exactly. Devil card, hello. And this is what you were thinking about too when we saw the 7 of Pentacles and the Devil. We're talking about this person. I thought I just heard something. One sec. Okay. Let's get a roll on this right here. Let's get a roll on, like really it needs to start moving is what this feels. Lots of earth energy, very slow, but I'm hearing cathartic. Okay. It's like, it almost feels like someone's been tending to like the bad side of things. And I don't know if like bad is kind of subjective here. So let's just say something that's not really beneficial. That's what they've been tending to. That's what they've been growing in their crop. Those crops, they planted something that's not healing. It's not, It's not fruitful. It's not enough to share. Okay, let's see. What's this? Okay, so I got 12th house, 4th house, Mercury, South Node. Okay, Leo and Taurus. You know, sometimes this person, they can be in a mood that makes them come off like they only want to do things their way or the way that they need it done. They appear to be open on the outside, but you know that it's hard to get them to either move, change their mind, agree, concur. You know, this person can be stubborn. It's very underneath the surface though, because they don't appear that way. They don't come off that way. Someone comes off as like very open, friendly, considerate. This person doesn't want to be considerate. This is someone here, the way that you're seeing them, right, is that they only want to do what they want to do on their terms and nothing else. But they'll let you believe and they'll let you think that you're making an effect on them. It's almost like placating you or pacifying you. When you say something, they say, okay, I'll get it done, Scorpio, or that's cool, we'll both do that. But then they actually don't pull through with it. And the reason they don't is because they don't feel like they want to or have to. Okay? So there's something about this person that it's like a pride thing, it's like an ego thing, it's like a something. Whatever they're doing here, it's like, yeah, you're not gonna move me. It's very immovable, this person. They don't move. They do not move. They stay put. Yeah. And so I feel like that's why you're confused. You're like, I never know what I'm going to get. This box of chocolates here kind of sucks. I'm seeing raspberry jam or filling or something. What is this person right here? Why is Scorpio feeling like this about them? It's like they're not even being generous with you. Yeah, you have all these questions that you don't have answers to. 3 of Swords. Like, are you going to do this again? Someone here created a scenario that made a 3 of Swords. They created that. You're starting to feel like, well, maybe you just like being on your own over here. What is this over here? Yeah, see? So there's a control thing, like I said. Someone does, yep, devil, here we go. It's under the surface. You wonder why these scenarios have to be created like this. It's the energy of like, why did you say that if you don't do that? Like, why do you say things just to like stuff it down? Or why do you say one thing and it's completely, entirely different? Something about this person that they do, at least in June, something will go down like this, okay? So you're sitting here like, what do you do? What do you know? Like, is there something that you can do? Or is it just a constant pulling of teeth, like forcing and pushing? And, you know, I feel like I have to cajole or something like that to get you to move. How do you feel, please? Yeah, so here you go. 5 of Swords. So the thing is, I mean, there's a very strong attraction here, Scorpio. There really is. It's a strong attachment, a strong attraction. But at the end of the day, it feels like not violent. It feels very, what is this word? It's like a tainted kind of vibe. You know? It's challenging because people are making it challenging. You look like you're ready to like put someone in their place or force whatever they're doing, like get off of that mound, move, do something else, say yes, or something like that. You have a very strong desire to overcome this challenge. There's a strong pursuit here that's coming in. If there's a masculine Scorpio here, I see you pursuing a person who is very, they're to themselves. This is a person who they don't, I feel like they kind of agree with you a lot. When you talk to them, they'll say yes, yes, yes. And okay, let's just say you're in a masculine energy, even if you're not a male Scorpio. You're dealing with someone who they appeal to your masculinity and they let you move into that energy, but they don't really pull through also in their own masculine, because we have both, right? It's almost like a person letting you wear the pants or run the show and agreeing with everything you say just to shut you the hell up. And so you sit there like, how can I get you to actually change this scenario or situation? They're like, I'm not moving. I'm staying right here in that 4 of Pentacles. And you're like, not if I can help it. Like, you're not up for that. How this person feels in the reading. They feel Hierophant. Well, okay, so yeah, you know, we talked about this earlier too, because they came up with Hierophant. What was the other card there? Temperance, I believe. Right here. Was it? Anyway, Five of Swords. Okay, so they're sitting here like, how do I do that again? Someone here is playing dumb again. They're playing like very hands off if it's not playing dumb. Okay. It's like a person's behaving as though they don't know what the hell is going on. They don't know up from down. They're kind of minding their business and they just listen to you. It's like someone who nods their head. Yes, 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 Scorpio. Yes, absolutely. Yes, Scorpio. Just to get you to be quiet. But then they don't really learn, or they don't comprehend, or they don't grasp, or they don't even want to try. Someone is, frustrating as hell. Okay. This is frustrating as hell. And they know it. They know that it is a very frustrating person energy, whatever they're doing. Okay. Maybe they're not always like that, but that's what they're doing. What do you want? So they're like, what are the rules again? What are the laws again? What did we agree upon again? It's like they're asking you oh, I didn't say that. Oh, yes, you did. Something like that. Let me see right here. Okay. That's the thing. You just want the truth. This is you. You're like, just tell me. Okay. You should have just told me the whole time instead of pretending that it was something else with the devil. You know what I'm saying with that Five of Cups here? This is like you had your chance to tell me something and you didn't. You had your chance to speak up, say it with your chest. You had your chance to come forward with the truth, with the justice, with the clarity, with the law. Like, okay, this is what you agreed upon. Oh, did I? I never said we were married. I never said we were a couple or that I would do these things. It feels a little gaslighty. It's like bending the rules, okay? Bending and kind of molding your guys' agreement, whatever kind of agreement this is. What does the person want? Someone's so frustrating, Scorpio. Oh my goodness. I feel like, you know, maybe it's just coming at you from different angles because the Seven of Wands here is multiple people. So it could just be several things going on. If it's not a bunch of people, there's something that got you on edge. Like, take heed. That's what's going to be happening here. You may feel very frustrated or on edge. So you have the Two of Pentacles and the 10. See what I'm saying? The Eight of Wands. Someone likes to take shortcuts, but they don't. It's not them doing the shortcut. It's them allowing other people to. So that's their shortcut, I guess. Like, yeah. And so here goes the truth. All right. Let me take a look. What's that? Okay, so got Capricorn on the roll and Pisces. Again, that energy. Here they go, talking about, oh, I don't know. I don't know anything. Three, we got the third house. We got the 10th house. Okay, and got Pluto. Oh, dude, yeah. No, and Mars. No. Okay. Pluto and Mars. This is definitely a power struggle. It is pulling teeth with a person. That's what's happening here. You feel that this is so challenging and difficult to get somebody on board, to be cool with the situation. They already said they would, but they're not pulling their weight here with that Two of Pentacles. It's almost like they're trying to show you, this is what I'm doing. I'm trying so hard on their little tricycle thing, right? Like I'm seeing like a little bike or something. There could be a child here. Maybe you bought a child a bike or teaching them bicycle riding or something. But it's like, oh, look at my wheels turning. Look what I'm doing, Scorpio. And then it's really just the same thing over and over, and they're not getting to everything else. Like there's a whole bunch to unpack. There's a lot more that goes into this, or something like that with this 10 of Wands. It's like, look, I'm doing everything, but why are you just focused on these two right here that fit your hands? But there's all this other stuff here that also needs to be tended to. So when we put Mars and Pluto together, it can be very like super, I guess dynamic is an okay word to use here, but it's also the energy of struggles, hassles, power struggles, like a manipulation even. And I do feel like you're dealing with somebody who can be a little bit gaslighty or manipulative in certain ways. That's probably what you're upset about here for some, because it's like someone's saying, no, that's not what we agreed, or something like that. They're going to keep trying. They want to keep trying. They are trying to unpack things. I feel like they're not telling you the full blown story, or they're only showing you some part of it, and there's a lot more on the back end. So if you're dealing with somebody dealing with like finance, like a bank or somebody on the phone even, this person's not telling you everything. Like something is deceptive. Okay. This would be like lies of omission. Not disclosing, not being transparent, Scorpio. That's what we have here today. I just have a couple questions about this individual and the situation. If you're cool with that, stick around. If not, nice to have you. And I'll see ya. Okay. Yeah, that's the thing. You're wondering whether or not you should bail here with the pale energy and the egg. It's like, should I just give up while I'm ahead because somebody else is not pulling their weight or whatever it is that they're doing? It's like they're making something more challenging when it really doesn't have to be this way. Oh, they're waiting for you to kind of chill. Yeah. All right. All right. Well, that's interesting. They're pausing and they're going to wait for you to like take a chill pill kind of vibe. Like, oh, let me wait till Scorpio calms down kind of thing. That's what they're doing. That's what they will be doing. I feel like that may not be fair though. You could just tell them you don't want to talk, you know, like leave me alone. Something feels like that. They're waiting to see what's going to come of this, of course, is what I see here as well. Yeah, the Lovers. They're waiting for your move, your choice. If you do retreat here, which you may, I do see you retreating, or they are. They're still waiting for something else to happen. They're watching and waiting kind of thing. They're looking for ways that they can fix this, heal this, or you are, Scorpio. What is the situation here? Regret. That's what I'm telling you. Mistake, guilt, wrong choice, and apology. What's the situation here? If you blow up, you're going to regret it, Scorpio. I see that here as well. If you have a moment of weakness and you're very frustrated, just to pay attention because you may say things that you can't take back, or you may do things that you're going to regret. Okay. So like you could even shut down a whole person or a relationship, or you snap and you're just like, man, I shouldn't have said that, done that. So just be mindful of that. Okay. So alone, it's like off the cuff. It's very spontaneous energy that overcomes you. It's like you're possessed by this rage or this animosity and this very strong desire at the same time. That's why it's because you're emotionally involved here. You want something. There's a means to an end. There's something here that you want. Okay. And so you're activated because there's a lot of people or energies coming at you as well. So alone, isolation, and roll the dice. Okay. So maybe we'll roll the dice. Your situation. So here goes. All right. Yeah. More Taurus. We got Gemini this time. We got 5th house. 6th house. Is that 6th house? Yes, it is. North Node and Mercury. Okay. There is protection here. This is like self-preservation mode. That could be what somebody's into, or that's what they've been doing as of late. Something feels that way. Show me the person in the reading. Yeah. Here goes the addictive energy. See, that's what I'm saying. Like something feels spying. Oh, goodness. Online dating, reminiscing, networking. Something feels that it's drawing you in. Trust. Why is somebody like ruining trust? Be mindful too that somebody could be gossiping, telling secrets, business, loose lips, okay? Sink ships type energy. Something feels that way here. It could be like someone spilling the beans about what a person is going through with this addiction energy. This could be something scary. It could be something dramatic. It could be something traumatic. It could be something addictive. Maybe somebody's suffering with a vice and someone goes and tells somebody. That could be what's going on here too. It's like, okay, where's now you're like, I don't even know if this is my friend. You don't even know if you can trust this person. Show me Scorpio. Okay, hook up and surrender. Yeah. So healing, right. Third party. Oh goodness. Interference, cheating, competition, and mistrust. Yeah. It's right here. Scorpio, you could be a Scorpio that you have a couple people that you're interested in as well. I see something getting cut out here. If you do have multiples or dates, or, you know, you could be dating, I see somebody letting go of a certain situation in order to favor healing. Scorpio, you're going to be healing. There's going to be progress, but it kind of feels like you are pent up. You have a strong desire, an itch that needs scratched, basically. But people are kind of working against you instead of you feeling you're getting your fix or whatever you need, something like that. So in other news though, I'm seeing that there's some healing to be had. There could be something going on. Be mindful of this as well. If you are active physically with multiples, like different people and stuff, be very cautious because there could be something that you may need to treat and heal from. Okay. So I'm just saying it, like that. I'm gonna lay it out there like that. Third party energy. All right. Healing from third party energy. Now, let's go ahead. Yeah. This is like giving up some kind of casual vibe or a casual relationship. Someone needs to be taken a little bit more seriously here, especially when it comes to like interference. Like people are just, oh, what did you guys say? What were you guys talking about? Like, can we talk about it together now? I want to know too. It's like, you don't need to know. Someone does not need to know, Scorpio, is what I'm hearing. There's a person who feels like they need to know. They don't need to know. I'm hearing water, something about drinking water. Maybe you're just hydrated, okay? Glossy, silky, beautiful hydration energy. Okay, so it could be a message as well, a suggestion. Interesting. Someone's not treating you up to par the way that you're saying. Yeah, so this mother energy is here again. It could be you. It could be the way you're seeing the situation. It could also be your connection to motherhood. Something is changing here that you're understanding that you need to value yourself in a different way. Something is not fair. Absolutely not fair. And it's against the rules or it's against your agreement. Someone has gone and done something completely, there it goes again. Here they are, exactly the same. It's the way that they feel. So the Two of Cups, wow. This person, there's something not fair about the way that they feel. You feel that someone is, if you're dealing with a child, Scorpio, this child is having challenges learning something. It could be that they're having challenges in school or they're having challenges even with an advisor or a teacher. There's a little challenge and a difficulty there. I feel like you may have to intervene with that. There's something going on there. It's this little side note, okay? But in other news, it's looking like the person in the reading, especially in a romantic sense, is someone that you don't vibe with the way that they're experiencing the relationship. You don't agree with the way that they see it or the way that they feel about it. You feel that someone is being self-serving as opposed to working together as a team, and they like to play dumb instead of whatever you need them to do. Keep with the program, like keep it up, stick with it, keep trying. There is like a course of study here. There's also some lessons and karma involved. Lots and lots of karma here. I see lots of karma. Yep. And it's in this person's energy, but they just toy with it. This would be like a person who is not fully unpacking some sense of like karmic energies. It really needs to be unpacked so that they can move forward in a healthier way is what this looks to me. All right, so it does look like you may take a back seat for a minute, but let's go ahead. Yeah, the Six of Swords. I was just seeing that in my mind's eye too, like you're healing. Okay. Yeah, Four of Wands. Something's going to take a little bit longer than you thought. Like it takes a little bit longer for something to grow and to settle. There are future plans here. I do see that you can involve the person in the reading. Some of you are dealing with Aries, Aquarius, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, okay? In other news, it could just be you dealing with assets, with finances, with the future of that. You could be like taking a little bit out and then replenishing it. Okay, so I see you replenishing some funds here, Scorpio. You may be working with a person to do so. I see an investment here that can grow as well. Where's Scorpio, please? Nine of Wands. Yeah, I feel like you're trying not to like dig into the pot, so to speak. Yeah, it's like you're taking just a little bit. I want to say you're taking something out and then you can build it back up again if it's financial especially, but it's looking like there's a new idea coming in about this Four of Wands energy. About your home, about your family, about this relationship with this person as well. I see you're managing finances. You may need to manage this in a different way because it's like you gotta dip into something, or you have to take something out and use it for something else, and then you will replenish it, but it's going to take careful planning and strategy. So it's going to need your attention or something like that. To whoever this is for, this part. Yeah. Someone here is trying to mature in a way, or you're trying to mature an account. The moon. Okay. Wow. 8 of Swords. Someone can't forget. The person in the reading keeps feeling disappointed, hurt, and upset. They feel as though something is not going to grow. It's stagnant. It's not growing. If it's financial as well, they're like, whoa, okay. These accounts, they're never going to grow. It's never going to be replenished. It's like some sort of pessimistic thinking that this person is having. And if it's about your relationship too, because they're talking about things are very stagnant here, because deception is looming, because lies are looming, or something that is just unseen here. And someone's sitting on this. They're sitting on the deceptive energies. They're thinking about it a lot, thinking about what would happen if we talked about this, okay? What would happen if I acted upon this? What is that deceptive 5 of Swords? Here we go. So someone is understanding, wow, there's a lose-lose here. Someone here, they're like, why did this happen? Why am I facing this? Interesting. What's this? You guys aren't seeing something the same way here. It's a major disagreement in the future, even after the fact. Like after, okay? So we do future and then a little bit in the future, or current, and then more in the future. There's something coming in that someone's sitting on, and they're feeling as though they want to talk to you about it, but they feel as though you may attack them, or that it's going to start an argument. They may also feel very defensive about this. Someone feels like they need to come clean about something, Scorpio, that you and they need to kind of clear the air. Like everything needs to be put onto the table if this is going to work at this point, is what this looks like. With that 7 of Pentacles, it's like expose all the stuff underneath, okay? But this person has fear that you guys do not think the same, that you guys will not see it the same as them, that you guys will not come together and see the future in the same way. It's almost as though you guys are trying to solve something. Let's say, for example, it's financial. They got something going on and you guys want to handle it in 2 different ways, okay? It's kind of like that. It's like 2 completely different ways. What is this person sitting on in the future after the fact? They're sitting on the 7 of Cups. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's about that money or something, that Ace of Pentacles. I don't know. Someone doesn't know anything about this financial, I'm hearing, pursuit. They don't know about this financial situation. They are kind of lost, a little bit confused. Things are an illusion to them. They know that there's deceptive energy here. Huh. I feel like someone's not telling you something about their finances, Scorpio. Okay. So if it's not finances, it's about your guys' stability together. And it could be both. It looks like it to me, but I'm just, it's different people watching. It looks like it's both to me. I'm looking for another deck here. Yeah, let's take a look at this really quick. What's this that they're freaking sitting on? What's the problem? Self-love, yeah, the X, and faith and healing, yeah. Finding one-sided, trust issues, and detached. Okay, someone feels like you're never going to trust them again, all right? So whoever is the person that's sitting on that deception, it's like, oh no, there's something else we need to talk about now. And that is also deceptive. That also means that someone's going to try to get back at me. Like, I feel like this person's fearing some sort of retribution or vengeance as well, which is kind of weird because I don't see that. I feel like this person is really overthinking. They're thinking about a lot of like what could happen in the worst way possible. Definitely lots of pessimism here. And they are keeping some thoughts and feelings to themselves. They're keeping the truth to themselves in the future because they feel as though this is going to be the straw that breaks the camel's back. You know what I'm saying, Scorpio? They're concerned about that. It's like, there's something else here. I'm saying there's more to the story, or there's, even another situation. I'm not seeing people, so I'm not saying that. There's something also deceptive. And they're like, I don't believe that Scorpio and I will have trust again. Okay, so whoever's the person that's kind of being deceptive here, I don't believe me and Scorpio are ever going to be on the same page again. We're never going to have trust again. How do I fix that? It's not possible. Like someone feels like it's not possible. So there goes the pessimism. All right, Scorpio, please. Okay. Unfinished, but there's a proposal. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, you're trying to have this business proposal or this proposal to make something more official, more solid. We started the reading that way. Here it is again. You're thinking about it a lot after the fact. You're thinking about if it's actually what it's cracked up to be or what you thought it could be. I feel like you have to make like last minute choices and decisions now. It's gonna, pop up. So I'm saying like a surprise visit, reaching out in person. You're trying to plan something, but it feels like you have concerns about this reconciliation, whether or not you guys will reconcile. And this person feels like there's never going to be trust again. That's the type of vibe. Okay, so show me the person. There is a proposal. Some of you guys, there's a proposal happening and there's plans for that. But this could be the energy of someone like breaks up and then there's a proposal, or there was already a plan for a proposal. It's like someone breaks up with somebody that they wanted to marry type thing. Oh no, I'm sorry, Scorpio, if that's you. I do see people trying to scramble and get it back together though. I'm just saying. Anyway, so it's like, oh yeah, we were supposed to build, or we were supposed to, Ace of Pentacles. We were supposed to have something that's going to come of this. It's King of Pentacles. So cold shoulder, 1111 and spotlight. Self-absorbed again. Okay. I do feel like you're starting to feel that somebody is very much so in self-preservation. They preserve their energy. They preserve their money. There's something about them that you start feeling is not fully invested the way that you may be. So this would be like a Scorpio that's going above and beyond, or let's just say above and beyond, because in comparison to whatever this other person is doing. You see what I'm saying? Like you're definitely doing some kind of more than whatever they are. And you're starting to feel that this person likes solitude way more than they like whatever you guys are trying to build. Like someone wants to go at it alone. You're like, okay, so I'm not sure anymore. Yeah. So you guys are both going to have a little bit of a confusing energy in the coming period. Where's Scorpio? Six of Wands, Ten of Swords. Oh no. Okay. Yep. Back again. Here we go. We're back again. You may revisit a place. You could travel. Maybe you're going somewhere, Scorpio. You're revisiting an idea. You're back again. You're back again. The thing is, in the future here, there's something you're completely not proud of, and it's like making you want to throw the baby out with the bathwater. If this is a group of people that is attached to someone, you want to throw it all away. Like you want to throw away this community, this neighborhood, this whatever. You feel like you're giving it all up to go back again or to backtrack. Like something feels like you're going backwards, or, you're choosing this though. So, it's like after all that, you could even be downsizing, Scorpio. This could be a necessity for someone. Maybe you're like, well, I don't need all this space, or this potentially could be even because you're trying to preserve your finances. You're downsizing or downgrading something. Maybe you're just taking the smaller package of something, whatever that looks like to you. You're trying to recuperate, and it looks like you have to go backwards in order to do so, unfortunately. I mean, nobody likes going backwards. I mean, I feel like most of the time. Okay, whatever. This is just kind of like, man, I already did this. I already completed this. I already won this race, and now I have to go do it again. Something feels like that. It's interesting though, because once you do go back, things are going to pick up quicker than you thought. So I just want to say that it's actually going to happen faster, because I feel like you're planning worst case scenario. This is going to take this long. Like it almost feels like that, but it's actually, once you start doing it, something shifts and it's going to happen. Okay, so let's get back to whatever the hell this person's doing right here, because that's so weird. Why are they sitting on that deception? What the hell is that? Yeah, so see, there they are again, the Knight of Pentacles person. They are coming up a very strong Virgo, Libra, Pisces, Cancer, maybe Scorpio, okay, or another earth sign. Why are they sitting on that? Because of the Five of Pentacles in the Tower. There you go. Well, they just don't know if you guys are going to, and success just flew, if you're going to have success. Ace of Wands and the Nine. See, because someone feels like you may not even want to try anymore. It's like, we'll never get back to the way it was. Some kind of detrimental energy that comes in affects your guys' stability, the health of the situation, or someone's actual health, physical health. Like this would be that somebody has to take some time off. It's like, damn, somebody could lose their finances, lose a job, lose a position with a person even. Like that's what this is, something very detrimental. And now they're like, how do we recuperate? So someone's sitting here like, I do feel like though there's something frustrating here too, because they just kind of look at it They're like, what do I do? Okay. I mean, they just kind of look, they feel very helpless, I want to say. What is this that they're thinking? Someone's like, oh no, we're in ruin. Oh, Queen of Wands, the devil. Okay. Okay, and the Scorpio energy. Someone is extremely determined to change the situation to make it happy. Period. Okay. If anybody's upset, angry, frustrated, or like just really doesn't like the situation, because nobody likes the Tower and the Five of Pentacles. I mean, come on, unless you like big challenges. Okay. But because it can allow for a lot of growth, but that's what this is. Someone's like, okay, I'm going to let this allow for growth. Someone needs to change their mindset. They're very pessimistic. Once they do, and they have that fight in them, that determination in them right here to get something done with the Ten of Cups, it's going to work. They're thinking about it though. I do feel like this person kind of lags a little bit laggy, a little bit slow with it, a little bit like, what if this, what if that kind of thing. What are they going to end up doing though? Yep, here we go. The World. Perfect. So something's going to come to a close in a good way. There's going to be some understanding. There's going to be closure to a situation. However it was, it doesn't have to be that way anymore. Like, people are feeling more confident about it. And Scorpio feels about that what though? Let's see. Justice. Period. Okay, so we have the Emperor and the Hangman. Yeah, no, this is going to work for you. Perfect. So yeah, Scorpio, I do see something working out. You will manage something in the best way possible. Justice and Emperor here is talking about, you know, you have this new idea and it's going to work for you. You are signing up for something. I see you signing up. You are in charge. You plan this. You're executing it. It's working. Someone's on board with you. Something's working. Yeah. And so the woes are over at this point. So I do feel a little bit more frustrations coming in. And okay, so High Priestess, what's that, please? Someone's going to tell you something. What is that, please? I feel like something was revealed to you and you may be, you know, dealing with the repercussions of that. Like, something was revealed. Well, they want to tell you that they actually care, that they feel a certain way. So Pisces, strong Pisces. You guys could have like a Pisces, I'm hearing projection. Maybe there's a Pisces projecting onto you, but like a Pisces, synastry with this person somehow. What's being revealed? Yeah. Okay. See, something has to change. I mean, I feel like there's good news and bad news. Good news is you will find that solution to fix the situation for the future. Things are going to come in. So this is like you're waiting for your benefits, your bonuses, all the good vibes coming in the future. It will. Okay. But I feel like the bad part is that this has to go down in the first place, or that there's frustration attached to this and there's like major misunderstandings happening with a person, that kind of thing. But it's going to work out, Scorpio. I do see that. You will be happy at the end of the day. Of course, happiness doesn't last. Okay, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying you're happy the rest of your life and die with a smile on your face. It's like you are going to be relieved of the situation. You're going to be pleased with the outcome, that kind of thing. What does Scorpio need to know? Okay, so yeah, you need to know that there's a lot of stress. Yeah, you're afraid of death. Did I say something that scared you? I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that. You're afraid of failure too. You're afraid something's not going to work. You're afraid that it's going to fall flat. You could be afraid to lose a person. Maybe you did lose somebody, Scorpio, and that's caused you a lot of sleepless nights here. All right. So you can even grieve someone that's still alive. All right. But I do see a little bit of grief here. You also have plans for the future that are going to be successful. I just feel like your fears are kind of keeping you attached to the Ten of Swords. And honestly, some of that's coming from this person because they were projecting. So there's success here, Scorpio. Thank you. This is getting pretty lengthy, but I appreciate all the love and support. Please hit the like if you like it. You can leave comments on the board if the comments are not open here, the community board. Yeah, and I hope you're well. I'll see you next time.